Hello and welcome back to what hopefully will be a short session of Let's Play Shadow of Memories. First of all, I'd like to apologise if my voice isn't quite as crystal clear as it normally is. I have managed in the middle of April and amidst the hottest weather of the year so far, managed to contract a cold, so that's annoying. We left last time after we failed to complete Chapter 8 due to farting about for too long and going over the time limit. So I asked, or rather I was wondering in the last chapter whether it was mandatory to give the Philosopher's Stone to good old Dr. Frankenstein. One of my kind viewers has informed me, having presumably played the game a little more than I have, that there are optional endings where you do not give the Philosopher's Stone to Frankenstein and weird stuff starts happening, but you have to go through some of the more conventional endings and replay the game before you can get to that point. So that's a bit annoying, kind of undermines the whole multiple ending thing anyway. But basically, no, there's no way at this point for me to not give the Philosopher's Stone to good old Victor, so that's what we've done. And basically I've just been blitzing through the chapter back to where we were. I've been doing that off screen because you can't save mid-chapter, which means I had to start the chapter again. Because I had to turn the console off, so I had to start from my last save point, and you're not allowed to skip any of the cutscenes unless your save file is down as having watched them before, and obviously mine wasn't because I didn't get a chance to save. Anyway, so we're now back. We've just been blackmailed by the delightful Hugo, who's somehow managed to follow us to the 21st century, and we're going to the square where he has Margaret as hostage. So yeah, off we go. You'll notice I'm completely out of energy crystals, but given that the game seems to just give you one whenever you need to travel, I'm not hugely concerned. So here we go, plot. We all love plot, don't we? You can now see them in full colour. And Ike flashes back to the fire in Chapter 1, and astute viewers may have already realised that yes, that was Hugo who started the fire. No, this doesn't really make sense. Actually, you didn't ask him anything. Ike is fucking thick. And randomly giving incredibly dangerous ingredients to alchemists for no particular reason. It's quite difficult to kill a time traveller, particularly when he's being helped by an entity which depends on his existence for its own. He wouldn't do it intentionally, but he's thick as anything.
Come on, Hugo. Let's give him a little more time. We'll wait together.
After all, Homunculus' creation went so well.
Hugo, you didn't. Never mind. Just hurry up. Did you use that lock of Mother's hair? You've tried this before? Hurry up.
Homunculus can't be. He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. You've got to understand.
I'll give you 20 minutes. If you don't bring him to me in 20 minutes, I'm just going to disappear. Sorry, sis, but I'll have to leave you behind in this age. Hugo, what do you think you're doing? Don't worry. Even if I do end up doing that, nothing's going to happen to you. Leaving your ancestors in this time. You understand what that means, right? Go on, hurry up.
So we have to find a way of getting to Homunculus, or we'll get erased from existence. And we better get an energy unit if we're going to be doing that. The music has sped up, which is really good. Now, come on, I know the ha. Let's go. Aha. We're going to the time when Homunculus stole a child for reasons I can't recall, and that I don't believe were ever explained. Okay. We're going to get the 1980s version of Homunculus, or possibly the present version of Homunculus time travelling. Exactly what he was doing in this time space, I'm not sure. I think time travel stories are so confusing. Okay, so I have little idea where I should go now. Last time I just ran into him when we were wandering around here, so let's try that. Finding an energy unit will be great too, albeit difficult because fucking everything is covered in snow. Aha, I found an energy unit at least. Now what do I do? We can go into the library. No, we can't. Okay, my wanderings are having limited success. What could possibly be the logical thing to do? We're here because he snatched a child. There's absolutely nobody about, and the library of the man whose child he stole is closed. There is literally nobody here. For some reason I'm heading for the bar. I have absolutely no idea why. Maybe we'll just start checking off locations. At least the fated hour seems to have changed. Exactly what our cause of death was going to be at 4:30, I have no idea. This place is probably going to be shut. I mean, okay, it's not shut, but there's one person here.
Well, hello there. Snow's coming down pretty heavy, huh? It sure isn't helping business any.
Okay, great. We're going to die. Now the church is notable for never actually being relevant, so that can't be the place. Other than that, I don't. Well, I'm gonna check the church anyway, in case I've remembered wrong. I mean, it's nearby. Church is shut. Well, continuing in my quest to explore random locations, I'm heading towards the photo shop. Nothing in the antique shop, is there?
Allow me to explain the items on display. Every item is preserved in its original state. Please feel free to look at whatever you'd like.
There's probably stuff here that's relevant in other playthroughs, but I don't think it'd be relevant right now. There's a bakery there that's surely not going to be relevant either. We don't appear to even be able to get into the photo shop. In which case I'm going to check the only other two buildings there are. Well, no, there are three. I'll check the City Hall, Cafe, and the former alchemist house, the fortune teller's place. I'm not sure we've been there in this time space. I don't expect there to be anything different, but that's the antique shop. We've already been in there. there's clearly nothing here. Alchemist's house is shut, and I bet you anything the cafe's not going to be relevant either. I feel like I've missed something.
It's pretty cold today.
I don't think anything here can be relevant. We have been everywhere. Apart from the tower. Well, that can't possibly be relevant, can it? No, nothing at all. We're running severely out of time. Can't get through that door. I've been everywhere in the time space. And there is nothing. And this probably isn't making for very entertaining watching. Huh. At this point, I'm tempted to just go back and plead the case to Hugo, who is about to disappear with a woman we suppose is Ike's ancestress. That is to say, no, he's going to disappear without a woman who is Ike's ancestress, which is the problem, isn't it? And then we disappear, which would be bad. What would the world do without Ike Kush, or even the memory of Ike Kush? How would we know what to avoid looking like? No, I want the digipad, not the royal seal we still have for some reason. What was it? No, nothing at all useful in Ike's journal. The game's clearly pointing us to that area. And back here. Now I wonder. Bit of a red herring there from the game. We hardly have any time left, but hey, it's worth a shot. head back right the way to when Hugo initially comes after us. And leg it to the smouldering wreck that is his house. And find the bloody thing. It's not a smouldering wreck at the moment. We've come back a bit earlier. Oh, my bad. Yes, it is. It just hasn't completely blown up.
I don't see that time machine, but it should get here sometime soon. There's only one person who can bring it over. Hugo. There's no other way.
We meet again for the first time, my nemesis.
He's not here either. Where can Father be? He abandoned us. Father walked out on us. Hugo, how can you say such a thing? How do you know for sure that he didn't, sis? You can't. He's nowhere to be found. Carmen. Yeah, right. I'll take another look outside.
Interesting to note that they don't think him killed in the explosion.
Father, you don't care about us. All he thinks about is his stupid research. He lied to us. Damn it.
Well, do something, Ike. Eh, lordy lordy. I don't remember this. This isn't what I did on my first playthrough. What the fuck is that?
Hugo, dry your tears.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I am giving you this machine.
What is...
The same as the one in the possession of the man you know. A time-traveling mechanism.
No, this is Hugo. The Hugo of the future came and gave the time machine to me. That's what he said.
Be aware of that.
given this to me?
Use it. Use it to stop that man, that Ike.
Why?
The truth dawned on me one day. That the key to Dr. Wagner's disappearance lay with that stranger. It was he who deceived Wagner, spirited him away with the promise of a great experiment. Must be so.
Is that what happened?
Not really.
That must be what happened.
Not only that, but long ago, the stranger possessed the Philosopher's Stone. With the stone combined with the power of science, creation of human life is finally possible. Or of one particular life. One that you attempted to bring back in veil. That of Helena, her mother.
How? How did you know that?
Because I am you.
The plot twist that we all knew.
Listen. There's more to the story.
Boo.
All this time. Hugo, you must get away.
Huh?
Wait. Hey.
Wait! What on?
Get out of my way.
Huh? What?
Damn you. Get out of my way.
Don't! Hey, no!
Woo, time paradox. Not good. And they vanish in a puff of logic. Fucking time travel stories and fucking weird.
Hugo's gone.
This may take a little explaining. So basically what happened was... okay, I have no idea. So, back to the present we go. To try and make some sense of the confused mass of paradoxes, continuums, yeah, that time has become. And we're back, cutscene time. The hollowest victory ever, and there are 2 chapters to go. Okay, you all have fun puzzling around the rather cyclic nature of this. I'd like to discuss it further, but I think we should wait to see what the rest of the game has to say about that first. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Stay safe, etc.